I never thought about boxing, so my career was just on hold. I never thought about it one time when I was going through what I was going through. It was just life.
Hello guys, it's your boy the Purist, and we're back with another interview. This time we've got former 2 times WBC Super Middleweight World Champion Anthony Dirrell. Dirrell, how are you, champ?
I'm good. I can't complain.
How are you healing up after your last fight?
I'm fine. I'm good. Can't, got a draw. I thought I won a fight. Thought I did pull it off. Did enough to win a fight for sure. I was aggressive. But, things happen. I can't control what nobody else do.
Yeah, it was a good fight as well. It was back and forth, but you was clearly landing the bigger shots, the sharper shots. I think the judges gave him more points based on work rate alone rather than what he was actually landing.
Yeah, I think he hit the gloves a lot. He was just on his back foot. He if you look at tape of him, he don't fight like that. He changed it up. I mean, he did good changing it up, changing his what he needed to do. But at the end of the day, you got to be effective while you boxing. But he wasn't. He was just on his back foot running.
I believe that fight was a WBC eliminator. Are you guys gonna run that back, or are you gonna go down a different path?
No, I'm not fighting him no more. There's no need. I got 12 rounds, good rounds in. I'm good. I go after something else.
So what's your plans for your next fight?
Hopefully Caleb Plant or somebody else. I won a championship, man. I think I'm one of the oldest in the super middleweight division that's, ranked high. So, I want something before I go out. That's my goal, to just get another shot at the championship and win it.
I want to take it back a little bit for where you grew up. You grew up in Flint, Michigan. A lot of good fighters over the years have come out of Michigan. How did growing up there shape you as a person?
Just rough. It was really rough here growing up, especially with I have 5 brothers and sisters. My mama helped was the only one raised us, and then my grandfather took us over as teenage boys. So it was rough, but Flint being around that roughness, it definitely molded me a little bit, helped me become who I am.
We see recently the water crisis and how things are in Michigan. We see Clarissa Shields. She's always out there helping people out. Do you go back to the community a lot?
Oh yeah, I got a foundation. I get back to the community all the time. I give out turkeys, waters, do things for Christmas. I do a lot of stuff for the community, and I'm gonna continue to do it until I can't anymore.
That's good to hear, because you don't see a lot of people they make the money and then they forget about where they came from. But it's good.
No, not me.
Yeah, would you give a shout out to your foundation? Let the people know.
It's Dirrell Chance Foundation. It's a foundation to really help find a cure for cancer, but it's also to help stop bullying in schools and help kids in the inner and around the city, just to uplift them and keep them on the right path.
You touched on your grandfather earlier. Was he the one that got you and your brother into boxing?
He is. So he used to like train and stuff with Muhammad Ali. Way back when they was friends growing up, and that's why he got into boxing. Because of Muhammad Ali, and I'm thankful because I got everything from here, because of boxing and because of my grandfather, by pushing us and giving us, an opportunity in this sport to be great.
You got any crazy stories from when your granddad was with Ali during training camp?
I mean, not really. He used to tell us stories a lot. I can't say it how he says, so I don't really want to mess it up. But he used to just tricks and all that. Like Ali is, like, he always been, like, people see him, that's how he was. Like, we was a guest of honor at his house in 2005 in Bering Springs, Michigan, and with him having the Parkinson's, he still was Ali. Like, he still played tricks. He still worked out. He still ran. He still did everything like, you remember Ali from the tapes doing. He did it. He still was drawing, but he just couldn't talk. But you still understood what he was doing and trying to say.
How was your amateur experience? Was you a good amateur back in your day?
Yeah, I think I lost like 20 fights or something out of 200 and something probably. But it was amateur. Amateurs are hit and miss. You can some judges like you, some don't. So it is what it is. It's just like professional.
Your brother managed to get onto the Olympic team, and he actually won a bronze medal in the Olympics. How was that whole experience for you and your family?
It was good. It was a good experience, especially to be like I was over there the whole time. He dang near the whole time he was. It was definitely a good experience. Just to be in the atmosphere of the Olympics, and being around it. But I mean, I guess he gave us a name to start out, for when we got into the pros. So I still get called his little brother to this day. I mean, it's like they don't know who I am, but I mean, I'm fine with that. I don't care. But you know what I'm saying? It was a good experience for sure.
So what went into that decision to turn pro at the moment that you did?
It was nothing else to do. Nothing else to prove, especially in the amateurs. I think professional was the next level. And we went on from there.
What made you choose the nickname Dog?
It just rose with me from the amateurs. Everybody called me that just because of my boxing style, just going to get somebody and just bringing a dog out. And they always said the dog. So it stuck with me from the amateurs and never went nowhere.
You was 12-0. Your professional career was going great. You was building up your name for yourself, but then you was diagnosed with cancer in, I believe, 2007. What was that experience like being told you had it, and how did you keep yourself mentally strong?
It was tough, man. Cancer is a disease I think the world has to figure out a cure for. That's what my foundation is, just to help find a cure for it. And it was a bad experience. I'm not gonna sit here and say it was a experience that I want to look back on, because I never do. The chemo was bad. The radiation was bad. It was just a bad all-around experience. I never thought about boxing, so my career was just on hold. I never thought about it one time when I was going through what I was going through. It was just life, me living life, me living. When most people think of cancer, they think of death. And I thought about it. Just got through it with the friends and family that I had around me to get me through it. And then once the end came, where I was ending the chemotherapy and radiation, that's when the boxing thoughts started coming back around. That's when I started training and everything and getting back to it.
Did you believe that you would ever fight again?
I thought I'd fight again. I thought I would. I thought I was strong enough to get through it. I thought I was, the people around me, will push me to get back to it, and I did. I don't think nothing could stop me at that moment. Just getting back into it. Once my first fight was done, I wanted more, and I even got knocked down my first fight. But you got back up, won a fight. I know nobody could expect me to be normal, especially coming off cancer, chemotherapy, radiation. Just got hit in the equilibrium in the back of the head, but it was a knockdown. So knockdown, got up, still beat him.
Daniel Jacobs is known as a miracle man. Obviously, he faced something similar and he came back and became a world champion. But I didn't even know about your case until when we messaged you the other day, and I done some more research and I saw it. So how comes you think your one's not as widely publicized?
I have no idea. I think I had it before Daniel. I don't know. I can't tell you. Maybe they just don't care, or care, but just didn't want the story. I don't know. I couldn't even tell you, honestly.
When you started boxing again, was there a different feel for it? Like, was you more hungry knowing any time life could go away from
you? Yeah, a little bit, and I'm more hungry. Just wanted to get back to it. Just wanted to be one of the first persons. I mean, Danny won the championship, and then a week later, I won. So we are, I think, right there. We're Hall of Famers, regardless, because of what we've been through. But it was just getting back. Like I say, it was just getting back to it and getting in a groove again of boxing. And that's what I did. Just got back into the groove of it.
After a few fights, you got yourself into world title contention, and then you got the opportunity to fight Sakio Bika for the title. How did you feel when you found out you're gonna fight for your first world title?
I was happy, man. I was happy. I think I deserved the fight. I think I fought up to that. I think I won the first fight, honestly. I had a knockdown. They took a point from him. If I didn't have that, it was saying I would have lost, basically. But I think I won. I think I dug down a little deeper than the champion did and won the fight. But nevertheless, it was a draw, and then we ran it back a long time later. I wanted it right back, but I guess he didn't. So I got the opportunity, and I seized on that opportunity after that.
Yeah, there's a lot. It was a bit heated in the build-up, especially to the second fight.
Yeah.
Did that affect your preparation at all?
No. We still prepared the same. We still we did a little bit more cardio. Because I'm not gonna lie, I wore down. I think I was a little bit too excited in the first championship fight. I wore down a little bit too fast by knocking him down and then just trying to go and finish him, which nobody did with Sakio Bika. I think he'd been knocked down twice in his career. I was one of them. But just changing a few things, just getting the condition up to where it's supposed to be. And people don't understand. When I had cancer, it burnt some of my lung off. So my breathing, my expansion of my lung is not 100%. It's probably 80%. So I'm at a disadvantage already, but now I can cope with it. Like, I know how to maintain it. I know how to get it in shape to where I'm not gonna get tired. As you seen in the last fight, I was stalking him down. I was the aggressive. I was doing what I wanted to do. But like I say, we had a little bit of change, like I say, with conditioning and stuff.
As I talk about the trash talk, I feel like your trash talk definitely got to him because he didn't perform. Like, you can see certain times where he will throw shots out of anger. Do you feel as if you are a lot better in the second fight, or you mentally had him where you wanted him?
I just think I was a lot better. I think I did what like I say, the first fight I was a little bit too anxious. The second fight was a lot better because I was boxing him. I stayed on the outside, not getting in brawls with him, doing a little tying up in the inside so he can get his shots off. But I just think I was better, a little bit more smarter, and learn from the first fight.
Most world champions, when they win the belt, they try to take like 2-3 fights, like a hometown fight, and then like fight a couple non-tough opponents. But you went straight next into the Badou Jack fight. What was your thinking of going straight from winning your first world title and then again trying to prove yourself against the best?
I just think you got, as a champion, you have to prove yourself. You're a champion for a reason. You can't fight tomato cans, cab drivers. I don't know who they fight, but I think you need to fight the opposition that everybody wants you to fight, or has the expectation of you to fight. But I just didn't want no light fight. I wanted to fight. At the end of the day, I was a champion, and champions fight the best.
Early in the fight, you was dominating him. I thought you won a lot of the earlier rounds. And with Badou Jack, we see a lot. He comes on stronger in the second half of the fight. Do you feel like obviously it was a majority decision at the end. Did you feel like you done enough to win that fight?
I did. I thought I did enough to win the fight, honestly. How many decisions do you see over a champion? A majority. I mean, not many, if any. But I think you just have to beat the champion. He didn't beat me. I didn't think he beat me. But like I say, it was a long time ago. I haven't watched that fight in a long time, but I still feel I won a fight. Even in 11 and 12 round, I think I outboxed him. So, but like I say, it is what it is, man. I don't dwell on the past. That's water under the bridge to me.
And straight after that fight, you didn't take another easy fight. You went straight into Marco Antonio Rubio and Caleb Truax. Did you feel after you had those fights that you had done enough to get a world title?
I did. I mean, we know Marco Antonio Rubio. We know after I beat Caleb Truax, he went and beat James DeGale. So both of them guys were champions, regardless of what happened. And like I say, I didn't want to take no light fight. I still wanted to prove. At that point, I had to prove myself again because I didn't get the rematch with Badu Jack, what I wanted. But like I say, I had to prove myself again and start all over from scratch to get another championship shot.
After a while, I think it was in 2018, you had your chance against Avni Yildirim for another world title. How happy was you when you got that call up, and did it bring the hunger back inside?
I was happy because I like I said, I think I deserved it. It was a vacant title from Benavidez. That what he did, but I was happy. I was excited to get another opportunity. Most people don't get one opportunity. I got two, so I was damn sure excited to get it and to win it.
You pretty much schooled Yildirim throughout the whole of the fight. What was the game plan going in there?
It wasn't that. It wasn't what I did, honestly. It was just boxing him because we knew how he fight. He was an aggressive fighter. It was just boxing him. But I made it a tougher fight than I had to. And it shouldn't have been. I should have just boxed him, kept on the outside, and just, like, he couldn't really do nothing, especially when I boxed him. But when I got in inside and tried to fight with him, it made it a little closer fight. But that's one of the reasons why they call me a dog, because I want to fight. I want to dig down deep and get the fans a show. I think we gave them a show. I threw more punches in that fight than any of my other fights. So I didn't even want it to stop. I wanted it to keep going. But like I say, it is what it is. I got the win at the end of the day from a headbutt.
Yildirim, his last fight, he lost to you, and then somehow or another, I know boxing politics is crazy, but he got the Canelo fight. Was you pissed off when you heard that?
Pissed. And I'm not pissed at Canelo. Not. Because that's his mandatory. He deserve a fight. It's mandatory. That's what it is. I'm pissed at the WBC. Even though I like the WBC a whole lot, that them putting him at the top for a mandatory was just wrong. After I beat him, and then he all of a sudden gets the mandatory, and then when I lose to David Benavidez, I go down to 7. So it's just odd. Like I told him, man, I guess money do talk. He went down there and paid him.
Yeah, you saw about Benavidez. I think you fought him on the Porter versus Spence undercard. How was that fight?
It was good. I thought I was winning the fight, honestly. I thought I was outboxing him. And he was getting frustrated and wanted me to fight him. But he's a young dog. You can't fight nobody like fight what he wanted to do. You got to, do your matches. I still was, like I say, jabbing and hitting him. But I got cut with his jab, and I couldn't see. And it is what it is. It's boxing. Sometimes you get cut, sometimes you don't. Obviously, I got cut that match. It was bad. I didn't want to stop. My corner wanted to, but I didn't want to. He told me to give me one more round, but I really couldn't see, man. Honestly, my vision was, in this eye, it was gone. This eye, I can see a little bit.
It was a weird fight because even when he seemed to be hurting you, you were still outboxing him at the same time, if you know what I mean, in little spots. So it was weird to see. What do you think makes him as good as he is? Does he have great power, or is it more so his work rate?
Uh, he got a little bit of snap on his punch. I'm not gonna sit here and say he don't, but it's nothing I never felt before. Like I can take that. That was easy. Probably just him coming, but that at the end of the day, he, like I say, he was getting tired. I think he was wearing down from me hitting him to the body a lot, because I can see him messing with his trunks and keep messing with his trunks and getting frustrated by telling me to fight. But like I say, it's boxing, man. You take the wins with the losses.
We'll talk about a bit more about your division. Obviously, we see Canelo is trying to become undisputed. Is that a fight you want in the near future?
Sure. I mean, if I get it, I got a call before for him, but it just wasn't enough time. You know, when you fight somebody like Canelo, you need ample amount of time to train for it. It wasn't enough, and we just didn't take it then.
Who do you see beating Canelo at 168 pounds, apart from yourself, of course?
I see David beating him. I see Caleb giving him a good run for his money, but not for sure with Caleb. Like I say, he freezes when he fights somebody's good. From the Caleb Truex fight, I think he didn't look his best. And I'll still say that to this day. I think he stepped up in a little competition, and it showed. We're used to seeing Caleb, and I'm not saying he didn't win every round, because he did, but he still wasn't as dominant as we saw Caleb before. But I think he gives him a run for his money, just his boxing ability. But I think David Benavidez, Billy Joe Sanders might do something too, honestly. To me, I think Billy Joe Sanders is a slick boxer. It just all depends on when you get in that ring and how everything looks too, because styles make fights.
Yeah. So who do you think would win between Benavidez and Plant?
Benavidez.
How long did it take you to perfect your backflip?
I've been doing the backflip since I was 5 or 6, man. Yeah. So it was a long time. It's been a long time since I've been doing backflips, man. Like it was 5, 6 years old, maybe.
You must have bumped your head a few times trying to learn it, innit?
You know what? I can't say, but after I got it, I never ever hurt myself. Like it actually comes natural. I don't even know how I can do it after a fight, but it just comes natural like that.
Who do you win in a 12-round fight, you or your brother?
Nobody.
No.
Can't say that. I mean, we we trained by the same person, so I can't really say.
When you was learning how to box and coming up, who were your biggest influences on your style?
Just my brother, of course, but just fighters. Just me watching boxing, Roy Jones and Mike Tyson. You know, we used to watch the Great Sweet Pea. Just a lot of fighters, man. You watch boxing, you learn a lot just by watching it. Just like I say, just watching it. All boxing in general.
Who are your 3 favorite fighters?
Ali, Roy Jones, and Pernell Whitaker, but I got to throw Floyd in there too.
For you, who's the greatest boxer of all time?
Muhammad Ali.
Who would you like to play you in a movie about your life?
Shit.
You can't choose Will Smith, though. It's taken from Ali.
Yeah, of course. Chris Brown, I guess. I don't know. Shit.
Chris Brown.
Usher. Usher, one of them too.
There was an incident with your uncle after a fight with Uskategu. What was your reaction to that whole event?
I mean, people got to understand, it was a reaction thing with that. My brother got hit by Arthur Abraham while he was on the ground before. And then to get hit again, you know, it messes with your – boxing is a bad game anyway. And for people to, you know, even criticize him about being hit on the ground or being hit after the bell with somebody that can hit, it's bad. But it was a reaction thing with him, my uncle. It was, you know, his family over anything regardless. You know, boxing comes last to family. He thought my brother was hurt, and will be damaged. But I mean, things happen, man. Is he sorry for it? Yeah, of course. But it happened. We can't take it away. We apologize to Uzgatagi. It wasn't even me, but like I said, we all apologized to Uzgatagi and went on from there.
Is there any message you want to give to the fans about your next fight or anything?
Just stay looking for me. I'll be back in there real soon, hopefully in the summertime, to get it back started and go from there.
So one more quick thing. I remember that video of someone pulling up on you when you was in your car. What was you thinking? What was you thinking when that happened?
Why he running up on me like that? Because you can't. If you come to my city, you can't do that, man. You can't run up on nobody like that.
All right. Thank you for the interview, champ. And honestly, from all the interviews you've done, you're my favorite guest so far.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate it.
All right.
Anytime, man.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thanks. Bye.